Good evening. Good evening. Great evening. This is Wesley Virgin. Go ahead and jump in here tonight. The topic tonight. First of all, I hope you guys had a great day. Okay. Go ahead as you jump in here. Put "Let's Go" below in the chat below, and let's get started here. It's time for us to learn. Hello. How are you? You can put your names below, and I'll definitely give you a shout out here. Tonight, we're going to talk about the number one thing that is stopping you from achieving huge dreams. Okay? Okay? Go ahead and put "Let's Go" for me. Let's go! If you're in your bed right now, I want you to shout, "Let's go!" If you're on your couch right now, I want you to shout, "Let's go!" If you're standing under the bridge or standing in your car right now, but "Let's go!" It doesn't matter where you are, okay? um, Knowledge is powerful. Hey, my name is Wesley Virgin. I went from the bottom to the top. And, before, years ago, when I was broke and when I was in a very dark place in my life, and when it felt like everything around me was just crumbling. I don't know if you ever felt that way, but I did. And but I've learned some strategies, okay? And I've learned some things that I want to share with the world, okay? But today I want to talk about something because this was stopping me too. When I was in my 20s, I was just like you. Even in my 30s, it was something that was stopping me from achieving huge dreams, okay? How many, let me make sure I'm talking to the right type of people here. How many of you still have dreams? And when I ask you how many of you still have dreams, how many of you have huge dreams? I'm not talking about dreams of getting a college degree, getting a master's degree, getting a diploma, running a marathon. I'm talking about huge dreams. How many of you have huge dreams? And what I want you to do is type those dreams below. I want you to think of one huge dream that you have, and I want you to type it below. Go ahead. What's one of your huge, I want you to think about it for a second. What is one of your biggest dreams, okay? And I'm not talking about getting a bachelor's. I'm not talking about getting your brand new car, right? Young people. I'm not talking about your first apartment. I'm talking about that huge dream that keeps you awake at night. Like right now, it's approximately 11 o'clock p.m. Okay? And while you're doing that, I want to share an email with you. I love getting emails like this. I really do. Of people that just really take action, many people around the world, they always ask me, Wesley, do you have a program? Do you have a system? Do you have something that I can purchase and that I can get involved with you to learn more, to be able to create my world like you're creating yours? And I say, absolutely. But honestly, there's only 1% of people that will ever watch a video like this that will send me this email here. He says, hi, I received your training course and I can't wait to get started here. Thanks. I'm proud of this young man. His name is Inhomatip Thomas Miller. I'm proud of you, Mr. Miller, because you've done something that most young people in their 20s, older people in their 30s and 40s won't do. You took action, and his life is going to be changed 100%. I already know it, 100%. And all they did was click the link, got involved with the program, and now he's listening to audios that's going to transition his mind and transition his life here. So I just want to give a shout out to that young man. I'm proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you, 100%. All right, so back to you. Talk to me. What do you guys think? And yes, this is viewer discretion advised, because you may hear some foul language. I may scream at you tonight, But understand, I do everything out of love, okay? Let me make that very clear. Everything that I do, even how as I speak to you, It's all out of love, okay? And sometimes, just like daddy, he got to get loud sometimes, right? So, so what do you think is the number one thing that is stopping you personally from achieving your huge dreams? It could be to make $1 million. It could be to start a very profitable business, your internet business. It could be taking that idea that's out in your head, and put it on paper and start to build that dream. But maybe it's to be a singer, the best singer on the planet. Maybe to be the best artist on the planet. Doctor, maybe a chef. I don't know. Maybe you want to be famous. Maybe you want to be an actor, actress. You want to be the next Denzel Washington. I don't know, but I want you to think about that huge dream, and I want you to think about what is stopping you from getting there. Years ago, when I was in your same position, I had to think about this because I had so many dreams, I had so many things I wanted to do. And at that time, I was working a 9 to 5 job, and I really didn't like the job. At first, I did, but then I got bored because I was like, I don't know about you, but you ever work a job, then you start getting bored because you pretty much dominated the job and you need something else challenging? Well, that happened to me. And I was searching for something else, right? And but in the pursuing of my dreams, it was a problem. And this was stopping me from getting the things that I wanted. Some of you guys put procrastination. What else? Tell me what else stopping you from achieving your huge dreams. I want you to really think and dig deep right now. Just don't type anything. I want you to think this is your life. Okay? Understand every video that you watch, especially a motivational, inspirational, or a video that's going to give you more knowledge to add to your arsenal so you can be able to create your dreams, you need to take it seriously here. Okay? And I'm sure all of you are taking this serious right now. Some of you guys put age. Some of you believe you're introverted. What else? What is the number one thing? Being consistent with my belief that it will happen. Startup money. It was stopping me. Well, let me give you guys the real reason. This is going to be a very short video. Let me type it right here. They did this is actually statistical. They did a study. And they found the number one thing that is stopping most people from achieving huge dreams is the lack of patience. 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 Like right now, all of you, some of you, when you jumped on this video, you were like, man, Wesley, get to the point, man. I got to go to bed. Some of you, when you jumped on this video, you was like, man, I hope this is not a long video because I got things I got to do. Well, it's the lack of patience is the reason why that most of you are either poor, average, or just surviving. And when I say just surviving, you're living paycheck to paycheck, right? So a lot of you living paycheck to paycheck. Some of you are in college right now going to school because you want to create a better life for yourself. But at the same time, you're waiting for the paycheck to come in to pay the bills. Can I get an amen to that? A lot of you are living beyond your means because you're so impatient. You're willing to sacrifice your survival just to look good in front of people that don't even like you that much. It's just the truth. And my question is, since it's patience, why aren't people like yourself, regulatory people, poor people, average people, or basically people that have not created millions of dollars? Why are they so patient? Now, see, the thing is, I had to ask myself that question years ago. I said, Wesley, why do you need it now? I think I was 26 years old. And I was working towards my dream. I was reading all the self-help books, I was saying affirmations, writing in journals. And I asked myself, I said, well, Wesley, why do you need it now? Like, why do you need the Lamborghini now? Why do you need the high rise? Why do you need the mansion? Why do you need to travel the world? Like, why do you need it right now? And I had to really think about that for a second. I said, well, because I want it now, right? Just like a kid, right? You ask a kid, why do you want that? Because I want it now, right? And I said that. I said, because I want it now. And I had to ask myself another question. I said, well, why? Why do you need to have it now? Like, if you don't have it now, what's going to change in your reality or in your world if you don't get it? I want all you young people to really pay attention. Listen to me here. This is life changing here. That question changed my perspective as it relates to success. Cause I was like, why do I need to be like so successful in this multimillionaire now? Why am I so impatient? Like, why do I want it so bad? And I discovered the answer was the reason why I wanted it so bad, I was so impatient, is because I was conditioned to be impatient. Listen to me. How many of you have an iPhone or a smartphone? How many of you have pictures right now on your phone? I'm talking to you. How many of you have pictures on your phone right now? All of you do. Next question. How did you get those pictures on your phone? You might say, Wesley, I took the picture. Duh. I went to the app. I looked at the person, looked at myself, and took a selfie. I took a picture. Let me ask you another question. How long did you wait before that picture was available for you to see it? Instantly. Wow. Now, did you know that, several decades ago, they had a camera, that when you would take a picture, you had to take it to a place and they had to develop the picture for you. It was a time that when you would take a picture, you had to wave the picture like this. You guys remember that? You're probably too young to know. And you had to wait a couple of seconds before the picture was available. But your smartphone, the pictures is available instantly. Now, how many of you, another question, listen to me, young world. How many of you have the internet? You might say, Wesley, that's a dumb question. Of course I have the internet. That's how I'm watching you right now. Next question. How long do you have to wait when you go to a web page? How long do you wait until that web page comes up? You might say, well, Wesley, I wait a couple of seconds and it's there. Did you know back in the 80s, when you would connect to the internet, that it can take 10 to 15 minutes for a web browser to load? Did you know that? See, some of you too young to realize that. Now, some of you 30s and 40s and 70 babies and 80 babies, you know what I'm talking about. It was a time that we had to wait at least 5 to 10 minutes to connect to the internet. Anybody remember that? Then you have to wait another 10 or 15 minutes for the page to load. But now, when we go to our internet website, the website comes up in seconds. And if it doesn't come up within 10 or 15 seconds, you go into another page. Now, I say all that to tell you, you have been conditioned to be impatient. Because now your normal is different. See, my normal back in the day was I had to wait on the dial-up, right, to connect to the internet. Back in the day, when I take a picture, I have to wait at least 24 to 72 hours before we can get those pictures developed, because they didn't have iPhones. They didn't have smartphones yet. But as soon as that became normal, a lot of you young people, you think life works like this. You think success works like this. You believe that you can take a plate or take something, put it in the microwave, hit 2 minutes, and it's done. And this is how you think about your entire life. That's the reason why you're not patient. Because you never had to wait for anything anyway, right? See, no one likes waiting. Like, how many people like waiting in line? No one does. No one does. Why? Because we've been conditioned not to like to wait for anything. Because when you're waiting for something, listen to me here, this is powerful. When you're waiting on something, that means you're not getting it. See, if you were to take a picture right now, and if you had to wait 5 minutes before you can see it on your iPhone, you really want to see that picture, you'll have a heart attack. Oh my God, I want to see my picture. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see the picture. Where's the picture at? I just took the picture. I got to make sure it's... If you're starving right now and you're hungry, and say if microwaves didn't exist, and it's going to take 30 to 45 minutes to get the food, you're going to be pissed off. Oh my God, we don't have a microwave and I'm so hungry. I need food right now. It's going to be 45 minutes. And the only reason why you're upset and irritated is because waiting to you means not having. I want somebody to put that down below. That's powerful. Waiting means not having. So if you have to wait 2 years before you can develop the skill, if you have to wait 2 years before you can develop the business acumen to be able to earn more money, that waiting experience to you means that you don't have it yet. And if you don't have it yet, you feel that things are not working. You feel upset, you feel angry, you feel disappointed. You feel defeated. Not because it's not going to happen. It's because it's not happening now. Patience is a concept, or patience is a discipline all millionaires and billionaires have. See, it's one thing that we believe. Listen to me, young world. We believe in delayed gratification. Poor people, they believe and they desire instant gratification, which means is they can't wait for it. They want it now. Like when you want something for Christmas, for your birthday, I want it now. I want the new bike now. I want the new car now. I want the new purse now. I want the new shoes now. I want the new car now. I want the new apartment now. I want the new house now. But most of you are sacrificing your survival, which means is you're purchasing things and you're getting involved with things, and then 2-3 years later, you find yourself in debt, extreme debt. You find your credit is screwed up. You find out that you can't even get an apartment. I'm talking about somebody right now. You can't even get a place to stay. Why? Because you have bad credit and you have broken leases. You can't even get the loan for the house. Not because you don't make enough money. It's because your credit is so shot. You can't even get a car. You got to go to those places where you can pay them every week. Or you got to go to those in-house car finances places. You can't even go to a legitimate car dealership and get a car. Why? Because you're not being patient, because you really needed those shoes, lady. You really needed that purse. Right? You really needed that car. Men. I know a young man, you know what he does? He goes to college. He gets financial aid. He takes the financial aid to pay for the car. Then he drops out of school. So he's sacrificing his survival. Like the school and getting the education would have helped him to make more money, so he then couldn't afford the car, because he would delay the gratification, went to school for 2 to 4 years, get the degree to get the job. But he wanted it now. So he gets the financial aid. And now when you drop out of college and when you get financial aid, you're paying for the car. Now you owe them money because you dropped out. So now you owe the college money. You're in more debt. And now you find out you can't afford the car because the engine went bad, the transmission went bad, and something happens to the car. Now you can't pay to get the car fixed. So then you know what you say? What did I do? How did this happen to me? Listen. How many of you, I'm not going to pick on you tonight, but I want to be serious. How many of you are in debt right now? Credit card debt. Just write it down. Credit card debt. Most of you. Then let's talk about American people. You know, America. Credit card debt. School debt. How many of you right now? School debt. All right. I promise you, dollar to donuts, more than half of you have credit card debt, school debt, credit shot. You got shot credit, jacked up, right? Now, how do I know this? Isn't that crazy? It's like I'm like telling your future, right? Maybe over 80% of you have credit card debt, school debt, and your credit's jacked up. And you want to be rich. But at the same time that you have all this debt, you got a Mercedes Benz. Uh-oh. Like you got credit card debt, school debt, shot credit, but you walking around in Michael Jordan shoes and you have Louis Vuittons on. You got Gucci shoes on and Gucci belts. I see it every day. Walking around with Chanel purses and Louis Vuitton purses. Okay? Michael Kors, well maybe not Michael Kors, maybe Birkin bags or, you know. But yet, your credit is jacked up. You got credit card debt and school debt. So what you're doing is, listen to me, young world. You're sacrificing your survival just to look good in front of other people. Your impatience, like your lack of patience, let's put lack. Your lack of patience is destroying your life. Listen, your lack of patience is destroying your life. I want someone right now that's bold right now, that's in their 30s and say, Wesley, you're right. See, a lot of you in your 20s right now, you probably haven't experienced all this adversity yet, right? You probably don't have a lot of credit card debt right now, a lot of school debt, and maybe your credit's okay because you haven't went through it yet. But I promise you, a man or a woman that's in their 30s and 40s and 50s right now would say, amen, Wesley is right. Because this is what majority of people, men and women, do in their 20s. They're all impatient. They want everything fast. So they get the credit cards, right? Understand this, when you're in your 20s, every credit card company, let's talk about credit cards real quickly here. I want to help you. Every credit card company sends you a credit card, right? And they say, you are approved. Now, how do they know that I was approved when I never applied for it? That should be one red flag, but people don't see it as a red flag. They say, I'm approved. Oh, okay, I didn't apply for it, but if I'm approved, I guess I need to activate the card. They activate the card. Now, at this time, they don't have any money. They have a job. They're living from paycheck to paycheck. They're already overspending, but now they have a credit card, right? Why does everybody like credit? Because credit means pay later, right? Of course, everybody wants to pay later. And so you take the credit card, right? You go to Saks, you go to the store, you buy clothes, you buy shoes, you buy food, you go to the club. I mean, you're just swiping this little card, right? And you say, you know what? Well, I'm good because all I need to do is pay $25 per month, the minimum. How many of you guys are like that? Come on, don't lie. How many of you guys are paying the minimum on your credit cards? I know you are. $25. Well, I pay $25 a month, just to keep me good. But yet you're spending $1,000 a month on the credit card, $2,000 a month on the credit card. But you're giving them $25, and it doesn't ever appear to you that in a couple of years, after spending $1,000, now you owe $5,000. Not because you spent $5,000, it's because of the interest rate, 18-20%. that they slammed your ass and they got over on you because you were being stupid. And now you like, man, how do I owe $5,000? I didn't even spend that much. Now you want to act stupid and dumbfounded, and now you want to act like, oh, well, I don't understand what happened. I mean, I paid them $25 every month. It's just the truth. It's sad too. Let's talk about credit cards here. Credit cards, stay away from them unless you have the money. Me, I have several credit cards, but I can afford the credit cards, which means is every credit card that I have Discover, I got Visa, I got MasterCard, American Express. They're paid off every month. I don't pay the minimum payment. Why would I do that? If I can't pay my credit card off every month, I shouldn't have that credit card. I'm talking to you, young man, young lady. I'm showing you how to be wealthy here. Listen, if you can't pay that credit card off every month, don't get it. Let's talk about school debt. How many of you paying $50 a month for your school debt? You got $20,000, $30,000 of school debt. I mean, do the math. Are you like silly? I think young people is like silly. I swear to God, even older people, 30, 40 years old, they're still paying $50, $100 a month on a $30,000, $50,000 bill. And I'm like, when do you ever think that's going to be paid off? Never. You would die with debt. If you're paying $50 a month, think. And then you're upset because you can't buy a house, because they look at your debt to income ratio and they say, well, sir, I'm sorry, you owe $40,000 in school debt, $10,000 in credit card. The income that you make doesn't make sense based off the debt that you have. So you can't have the house. And guess what? You just graduated college. You got a master's degree. You got a bachelor's degree, right? You got all the degrees, but you can't even buy a house. And you got a job, but you can't even buy a house. Because you got too much debt that's not comparable or aligned with the income that you're bringing in. Am I making sense? That's the ripple effect when you get 30. Young people in your 20s, don't make the mistakes that your parents made. Don't make the same mistakes that your mom and your daddy made. They made these mistakes. A lot of people are living just to pay their debt off. They went to school, they got the degree, they got a job, and now they're only living to pay debt off. That's it. They got high interest rates because their credit was bad. They're going to pay debt off for the rest of their life. So every day they're going to work, it's only to survive and pay debt off. Now the question is this. Who wants to live a life like that? No one does. But see, your lack of patience is the reason why you're screwed up. See, if you were smart, if you truly want to be rich, if you honestly want to start acting like a millionaire, well, you will invite delayed gratification, which means is, you know what, I don't need the car right now. You know, maybe I can kind of afford the car, but you know what, let me stack some more. Let me save up a couple of more money to do some other things, right? And I don't need that Mercedes right now. I don't need that GTR. I don't need that car right now. You know, I see those shoes in the store here. I see that purse, and I really want it because my best friend got it. You know, girls do this all the time, you know, because when their friends have something, now they want it too because they feel bad because they don't have it, right? It's always a competition with girls. Come on, girls. You know, young ladies, I'm telling the truth right now. And there's a lot of pressure that they give themselves. Not men. We're not giving you pressure. You're doing it to yourself. And what you could say, young lady, say, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. You know what? I can wait a couple of years. And instead of buying one purse, in a couple of years, I'll buy 10 purses because I can afford it. It's because I've used that money to invest in myself. I use that money to invest in my self-development. I've used that money to establish a business that's making money to the point that I can buy 10 purses while my girlfriends are struggling to buy one, right? I mean, I know women that they won't pay their rent. They'll wait on the rent a week because they won't kick you out. I think it takes about 2 weeks to kick you out. They're ready to wait because they really want those shoes for that weekend, for that day. Can I get an amen, lady? I know you did it. You a sacrifice some of your bills because it's something that you want so badly. You are sacrificing. Swipe the card and know that you shouldn't swipe the card, but you swiped it anyway because that urge and you want it so bad. Then I think to myself, why did you want it so bad? Like, why did you have to have those shoes so bad? Right? Why did you need to have that Louis Vuitton, that Gucci belt so bad? Why did you have to have the Chanel purse, the Cartier bracelet so badly? Only because, listen to me here, this is the truth. You only wanted it because you wanted other people to admire you. See, it's one need that we have. I talk about the 7 needs on another video at wesleyvirgin.com, but let me give you one of those needs. Like a human being, a man and a woman have 7 human needs. They must have these needs to live throughout this thing we call life. And one of those needs is called significance, importance. Everybody, even you that's listening to my voice, you have a need to feel important. And people do it all types of ways. Some people buy fancy cars, that buy fancy homes. Some people stay in the 5-star hotels. Some people buy the nice, expensive shoes. Some people buy the nice, expensive bracelets, right? But understand something here. You got to understand something. It's something that's called a surface desire and a core desire. Okay? A surface reason and a core reason. The surface reason, like if I ask you, I say, you know what? If you ask Wesley Virgin, Wesley, why did you buy that Lamborghini? Well, I would say what most people say. The surface reason is, well, because I like Lamborghini. It's a nice car, you know. It's a beautiful car, and I like cars. I'm a car enthusiast. That's the surface reason. The core reason is, the reason why I have a Lamborghini is because how people treat me when I drive the Lamborghini. I like people to look at me. I like them to admire me. And as a matter of fact, they make me feel very important. They make me feel significant. It makes it easy for everything. It makes life easier when you're driving a Lamborghini because everybody wants to be around you. Everybody compliments you. Everybody asks you, what do you do? Everybody admires you. That's the core reason. That's the core reason. And guess what? It goes the same for you as well. Anything that you will ever buy, anything that you will ever get, you're not just doing it for yourself. See, I want to dissect this because I want you after this video to have some patience. The only reason why, young lady, you have that Chanel purse, because you want that other woman to see that Chanel purse. And you want her to say, oh my God, she got a Chanel purse. Damn, that fucking bitch. Right, that's how y'all girls call themselves bitches. Like, we can't call you bitch, but women can. So she'll say, that bitch, she got a Chanel. Oh my God, I need a Chanel. Come on, ladies, be honest. Shoes. You know what women do? They look at each other all day. They look at the shoes. They look at each other's hair. They look at makeup. Women do this to each other, right? And they're only doing it because they're doing it for other people, not themselves. Partially. Men, you're the same way. You want to get that nice car, right? You know what? I mean, cars is big with men. Can I get an amen, man? I mean, when you have a car, it just set things off, right? I mean, once you got the car, it's like you've made it. Like, forget about the house. Like, house, okay, but a car is something that a man can see and something that he can envision himself affording, right? Of course, he want a $5 million house, but a $5 million house versus a $100,000 car. Well, let me get the car first. Let me just look good in the car, right? I'm not going to take a girl to my house because I don't want her to see how I'm living. But I got the car. So men, they were sacrificed. Men would sacrifice their survival to get a nice car. They will. even though they know they can't afford it. Now, why do men buy cars? Because they know women like nice cars. Like men, we don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now we're gonna talk about. Can I get deep down and dirty right now, if you don't mind? Like men, the only reason why we buy all these expensive things because we know that women like expensive things. Like women like riding in Lamborghinis. Women like hanging with the man that probably has the Rolex on or the Cartier bracelets on, or maybe he has the Louis Vuittons. He's dressed in sharp. He has the name brand clothes on, right? Men, they go out this life. They go out through their world to make money because we know if we make money, we can get more attention from women. Isn't that weird how women do it for other women, but men do it for women, right? We're not doing it for another man. We don't even care about what the other man thinks, even though men admire us. And that's another thing. If a man, now I'm dropping some psychology on you guys right now. If a man is in a group, and if a woman sees that man as the leader of that group, that makes that man more attractive. Did you know that? Let me say that one more time. Listen to me here. If a man is in a group, a clique, a group, your buddies, and if that man stands out as the leader and that woman sees that, that makes that man more attractive. Isn't that crazy? But it's the truth. But let's get back to patience. We could talk about that on a later video. You can always go to wesleyvirgin.com to get that information. Lack of patience is the number one reason that is stopping you from achieving your huge dreams. I want you guys to get a couple of things from this video here. I want you to relax. Take a deep breath right now. Really, take a deep breath right now. Take a deep breath. It's going to happen for you. As a matter of fact, it's already happening. See, that's one thing about when you plant a seed in the ground. No one sees what's happening under the ground except Mother Earth and the universe. Right? You take a seed, you plant it in the ground, right? Your only responsibility is to water the seed, make sure the ground is good, and just take care of it. Just water it. That's it. You're not responsible for the sun to shine. You're not responsible for that seed or the stem to break ground. Your only responsibility is to nurture. Your only responsibility is to water the seed. That's the same thing as it relates to your dream. Say if you was impatient every day and you was digging up the seed, why is it no tree? Where's the tree? Every day you digging it up. You say, is the seed still there? Man, I planted the seed 2 days ago. I planted the seed a month ago. Why is it not breaking ground? Where's the tree? You'll say, Wesley, you're insane. Of course it's not growing. It takes time for a seed to grow into a beautiful tree. So my question to you is, why are you every day digging up your dreams? Why is it not happening? Why is it taking so long? I've been doing everything. I've been watering. I've been fertilizing. I'm doing it all. What's going on? Patience. Because see, the thing is, when you just wait on things and you be patient, those things become greater. It's almost like building a mansion. Like if you want to build your mansion, would you want the construction workers to move fast? Or do you want them to be delicate? You want them to be slow? You want them to take their time? Because you don't want them to miss a beat. All of you will say, well, Wesley, yes, I want them to take their time because this is my dream home. So why don't you want the universe of the world to take its time while you're building your dreams. Am I making sense? Why don't you just relax? Do you not understand that the universe, God, or whatever you believe, sees that you're working, that you're believing, that you're watering the soil and you're taking care of the soil and the seed every single day? But your job, in addition to watering your dream, you must be patient. Am I making sense? You gotta relax. You know, some people, when they look at my videos and, it's 15 people viewing, right? I see 15 million. And you might say, well, Wesley, why you don't have more views? Why you don't have? Because the seed is in the ground and it's doing magical things. It's getting ready for a tree that's going to be so huge, so tall, beyond my imagination. That's why. That's why. Like, whatever you're working on right now, if it's taking longer than usual, it's because the foundation is going to be so sturdy, because the dream home or the tree that is about to grow or about to manifest is going to be so huge. It's going to be so magical. It may bring tears of joy to your eyes. See, I remember when I made my first million. See, the thing is, I just want to make $1 million, and goddamn, I made $30 million. All I want to do is make $1 million. That's it. I just want to become a multimillionaire. And I waited, but I learned to wait with patience. And I didn't know, by waiting and being patient and working on my craft and my skill every day, that I would make $30 million within a year. 30 million. All I wanted was $1 million. It says in the Bible that your cup will run it over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow you. Whew. Your cup will run over, men and women. Just relax. Just relax. Because you have no idea what is in store. You can't imagine the stories that you're going to tell other people when you're sitting on top of that mountain. Everything that you did, every night that you had tears in your eyes because you felt defeated because things were not moving fast enough, it's going to be a story. Like every challenge, listen to me, every challenge that you have right now, every adversity is going to be a story that you're going to tell another person who's going to be just like you, where you are right now, confused, uncertain, depressed, defeated, and they just like you. When is it going to happen for me? You're going to be able to use a story and tell them and say, you know what? I know how you feel. I was just where you are right now. I wasn't patient. I wanted it now. My life was like a seesaw, but guess what? I made it. I'm telling you, you're going to tell that story. But you got to be patient. You got to do what all millionaires and billionaires do. We got to be patient. You have to work towards the dream. You got to believe in yourself every day. You got to tell yourself that you are winning even though it feels like you're losing. You have to continue to feel the feeling that success is happening to you in your present moment. You have to always to learn to live beyond your physical reality. To understand that the universe and God has something in store for you. Something magical. Something special. Something extraordinary. How do I know? Because it's happening to me. All I wanted to do was make $1 million. I'm gonna be honest. That's all I wanted. But I got 30 million. Wow. Wow. I thank God every day that I waited. How many of you right now are ready to be patient? I want you to comment below. How many of you right now are prepared and is going to consider that tonight or whatever time it is while you're watching this video, that you're going to be committed to being patient? It's only one way to run a marathon. That's 25 miles. You got to run all 25 miles. You can't run 2 miles and say that you ran a marathon. You got to run 25. It doesn't matter. You still got to run the miles. It don't matter if you're running fast or slow. You still got to run it. I'm curious, how many of you, by hearing my voice, hearing the words that I just gave you, that you're just going to remain patient? Just relax. Just relax. You say, you know what, I don't need it right now. Even if I had it right now, okay, I could do some things that's a little bit more than what I'm doing now, but you know what? My life is not so bad. I'm happy. This is the process. It's just what it is. To do something great, you must go through the process of gathering tools, resources, and skill to be able to be great in whatever you're doing. It's just what it is. And it's better to be patient and to be content and to relax and to live your life every day with gratitude. That every day, the things, the techniques, the things that you're applying are working for your good. It's working for the good of you, and it's working for the good of your family. How many right now, you want to be successful because you want your family to be in a better situation? How many? How many of you, like, your why is probably your children? Your why is probably your spouse. Your why is probably because your mom and dad are still working a job and they're over the age of 50 and 60 years old, and they're tired of working and they've worked all their life and they're sick. And you want to be able to heal them and you want to be able to bless them. Talk to me. Be patient. Keep working. Keep believing. I tell all young people this is important. I know every day you want to work on the technical know-how, you want to work on the skill. I understand that, but I want you to work on the skill of being patient. I want you to work on the skill of being happy in the present. I want you to work on the skill of just meditating, sitting for 5 minutes and just being and feeling grateful that every day, do you understand, every day you're getting closer to the desire and the preferred reality that you want. Every day you're getting closer to that dream. Every day. Do you not realize that every day you're getting closer to that dream? So why bother yourself with frustration and irritation and anger because you believe something is not moving fast enough? Every day you're getting closer. You should be grateful. You should be excited. You should wake up one morning and say, you know what, man, I'm one day closer to my dreams and my desires being fulfilled. I'm another day closer. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord, for another day that I'm closer to my dream becoming a reality. Patience. Patience. I want everybody to come in patience before I let you go. And remember, you can always click in the link below to get more information from me, to learn more and let me mentor you. If you want a real, true, genuine mentor, someone that's going to really help you, someone that's going to take your hand and help you climb that mountain of success, it's a link in the bio. It's a link in the description below. Many of you already have the 7 Millionaire Mind Hacks, but maybe you want to join the Overnight Millionaire program. I'm going to show you exactly how I became a quote-unquote overnight millionaire. They wrote this up in the Huffington Post. I made $1 million in 1 month, and I was a newbie internet marketer, and they wrote it up in the Huffington Post. Or maybe you want to take action with the unrevealed secrets of a millionaire mind. Understand this, that your mindset is probably the number one most important thing, or the most important tool as it relates to you manifesting your dreams. Maybe you want to grab the unrevealed secrets of a millionaire mind. And these are nothing but audio tapes. These audio tapes are these audios that's in digital format right now, will allow your mind to be conditioned in rapid, fast speed. Rapidly, and I'm talking about quickly. This audio is the information that I took from 7 years of failing, 7 years of struggling, 7 years of making sacrifices, and I put them all in a digital format that if you listen every day, instead of listening to Drake, instead of listening to Beyonce, instead of listening to Jay-Z and Rihanna, great people, but to listen to something that you can become like them, that you can make some of the money that they're making. The Unrevealed Secrets of a Millionaire Mind is probably the most powerful audio conditioning, subconscious conditioning program on the planet. Because what it does and what it was created to do is to condition your mind for success. That's all it does. When you start to think like a successful person, you start to do successful things. And then when you start to think like a successful person, you start to have and take successful actions. And when you take successful actions, then you start to get successful results. Or maybe you're that person that say, Wesley, you know what? That sounds amazing, but I want to be mentored by you. I want to be around people that's just like you. You know what I've learned for young people? The reason why a lot of young people will never make it is because they're always around people with a low vibration. You can listen to a video like this, you can get inspired, you can get happy, and then what you want to do is go back and tell your friends, right? Oh man, I watched this amazing video and I'm going to live my dreams. I believe in myself. I understand my mind better. I understand that what I've been doing has been debilitating my success, and I want to tell the world. And the issue is when you tell your friends that you just came back from the Rolls Royce dealership because you was looking at cars, he laughs at you. When you tell your friends that you went out shopping for mansions, he laughs at you. Not because he's trying to intentionally hurt you, it's because he knows you. He knows you don't have no money. He knows you're struggling. He knows you're in debt. So he said, man, what are you doing? You crazy. You're not about to get no Rolls Royce. You can't even pay your bills on time. You still got to pay your cell phone bill. Man, what are you doing out there looking at mansions? You're not going to buy no mansion, bro. Why are you taking pictures in front of a Lamborghini? You don't even have a car. This is the big issue for a lot of young people, because when they hear people like me or Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, you get inspired, you get motivated, but then you go back to your friends where the vibration is low. When everybody is just back from the job, everybody just watching TV, watching YouTube videos, watching reality shows, and maybe drinking a beer, drinking some wine, right, whatever. If you want access to the Millionaires in Training group, this is the reason why I created it. You have almost 200 people right now that is in that group, and guess what? They're just like you. So when you post a picture of you in front of a Lamborghini, people are not going to discourage you. They're going to say, hey, I love it. But you got it in the interior. How fast is it? I'm proud of you. See, when you go to that fancy home, it costs $30 million. And your apartment right now costs $500 a month, but you say, this is my house, I'm buying it. People in that group are going to say, you know what, I'm proud of you, go get it. You're a fucking winner. That's what we do in this group. Because see, one thing I understand about becoming very wealthy is you have to be conscious of the environment that you're in, the people that you're around. Even though you love these people, even though they're your family and your friends, but they're not adding any value to your life, and then they're going to destroy your life. And when I say destroy your life, they're going to destroy your dreams that you have. And they're not going to do this intentionally. They're only going to do it because they know all about you. They know your insecurities, they know your shortcomings, and they know where you're irresponsible at. They know everything about you. But if you want to be a part of a group, if you want to take action with me right now, in the next 60 seconds, I want 5 people right now to reach out to Ariella. She's in the group. And what I'm going to do is something very special for you, like I do everybody that joins this group. I have a video that's in that group that shows you how to make your first sale. And I'm talking about if you have no experience, no tech skills, no nothing. If you listen and watch the video and apply everything that's in it, it's the simplest way to make money. I've never did this publicly, but it is in the Millionaires in Training group. The first 5 people, I'm going to give you access to it. They contact Ariella right now. You have 50 seconds for the first 5 people to DM her. Ariella, go ahead and put a message out there. I'm going to tag her. The first 5 people that DM her and say, Ariella, I'm ready to take action on my dreams. I'm ready to stop bullshitting. I'm ready to get serious about my life. Because you know why? The time is ticking. Like every day that you do nothing, it's another day that you're putting yourself in that average, mediocre, poor lifestyle. Every day that you don't take action is another day that somebody just like you is flying to Paris. You going to work, they flying to Bora Bora. You going to work, they going to Tahiti. You going to the discount rack, they're just buying the clothes that they want. You going to buy the cheap knockoff purse, they going to the Chanel store in Milan. So my question is, who's going to be the 5 tonight that's going to take action boldly? And guess what? It's not for everybody. Always remember that. It's not for everybody, man. It's not for everybody. Everybody, always remember this. Everybody can't leave the dream. Everybody cannot live the dream. Everybody's not going to be successful. Everybody's not going to have Maserati and BMWs and Corvettes. No. Everybody's not going to live in mansions and travel the world. Everybody's not going to tell their parents, you know what? You don't have to work any longer. Everybody's not going to have money already set aside for your children to go to school, college, and get their brand new car cash. But the question is, are you going to be that person here tonight? I don't know. Ariella, after the first 5 people, I want you to cut it off. And I'm only cutting off because I want you to be serious. And I want you to understand something. Millionaires and billionaires, when they hear something, when they see something that can change their life or their situation, they have complete urgency. They don't wait. They're not thinking in their mind. They're not in their head, should I do this? They just take action immediately. That's what all millionaires and billionaires do. Anybody that takes longer than 30 seconds to make a decision when something is in their face that can change their life in the next 30 to 60 days, they're not meant for this lifestyle. They're meant to go to work and work a job for the next 30 years. And keep wondering why you haven't progressed. I want most of you just going to keep praying to God every day. God, when is it going to be better? When is it going to be better? Never. It's never going to be better because you don't want to take a bold action towards it becoming better. I love you guys so much. She's right there, Ariella. Just click on the link. If you want to join the Millionaires in Training group, say have credit card ready in hand, ready to purchase, and let's get busy. I'm going to walk you through the process. We have so many people that's just like you, and we all help each other. And let me share something with you. I promise you, from the top of my heart, that as long as you stick in there with me, as long as you have faith and believe, as long as you don't quit, you don't stop, you will come out that group a multimillionaire. I have all confidence. I've already made 2 people multimillionaires. I'm looking to make several more. The question is it going to be you? Hey, this is Wesley Virgin. Go ahead and click a few links in the description below based off the resources that you want. But you can always go to wesleyvirgin.com and get free information. Here's the website. You can click on wealth videos to watch all videos for free, or you can jump into some of the courses so you'll be able to change your life and change your reality. This is Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin. Let's go! Gotta go.